welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video is continuation of the Niger conference that went on. They have a separate one to discuss what is going on in the country, as they always do, especially this particular moment that they have their prayer month and fasting. This is what they have to share with the people of Niger and across AES and the world. I'll be back, family.
Council of Ministers, which met today, February 22, 2025, from the Salabuichel deliberations under the presidency of Brigadier General Abdourahmane TIANI, President of the National Council for the Safeguard of the Homeland, Head of State, President of the Council of Ministers. The conclusions with Nadia Mohamani and Mohamedou Adamu.
At the start of the meeting, the Council of Ministers focused on the preparations for the month, Blessed Ramadan. To this end, the head of state instructed the government to continue raising awareness among the population about the values of solidarity, particularly urging economic operators not to increase the prices of popular foodstuffs and products during this period. This approach is part of the national effort. The President of the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Nation, the head of state, also urges the population to intensify prayers so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may bring peace, prosperity and progress to our country. The Council of Ministers also calls on economic operators, civil society organizations and the entire population to demonstrate solidarity, mutual aid and tolerance during this period of great devotion. It calls on the ulamas to magnify these high values of our religion during sermons and preachings. The government, for its part, will continue to ensure the regular supply of consumer goods to the country and to take the necessary measures so that our hard-working populations can fulfill their religious duties in good conditions. The availability of food across the entire national territory, it should be noted, has been made possible thanks to the immense efforts of our defense and security forces who are deployed along the border with Burkina Faso to escort several thousand trucks bound for Niger. Furthermore, the Council of Ministers commends the efforts of the defense and security forces and addresses the issue of the measure prohibiting the exit from the national territory of certain foodstuffs with the aim of making them available on the national market. The Council of Ministers, after reviewing the items on its agenda, has made the following decisions. Under the Ministry of Mines, the Council of Ministers has adopted the following draft decrees. Draft decree granting a small-scale copper mining permit named Ngwajo, located in the rural communes of Tabelote and Dabaga, Tirozirin Department, Agadez Region, to the mining company of Air, Cominex. Say, draft decree granting a small-scale uranium mining permit named Moradi, located in the rural commune of Danet, Arlet Department, Agadez Region, to the mining research and exploitation company Cominex, ITS. These two draft decrees are issued in application of Law Number 2022-0033 of July 5, 2022 concerning the mining law. In their form, these projects formalize the transformation of semi-mechanized mining authorizations already held by these mining companies into permits for small-scale mining. Indeed, the drilling and management analysis work carried out by these companies has led to the identification of a significant deposit of copper and uranium within the perimeter of their semi-mechanized mining authorizations. With the start of copper exploitation, Niger continues its program of diversifying mining production and marks its entry into the select group of countries producing this strategic mineral. The companies holding these permits are Nigerian law companies owned by nationals, and in which the state has a level of participation in the share capital of around 25%. For the mining company AIR Gomarsa and 40% for the mining research and exploitation company Comirex SA. According to the mining agreements concluded between the state of Niger and its companies, the copper exploitation by the mining company AIR Gomarsa is expected to yield an average annual production of 2,700 tons of copper metal over a period of 10 years. The creation of 300 direct jobs for young Nigerians, a mining royalty on the first 10 years of copper production sales, exceeding 4 billion CFA francs, and a surface royalty of 575 million CFA francs. From the exploitation of uranium by the mining research and exploitation company Cominex SA, an average annual production of 300 tons of uranium metal over a period of 5 years renewable. The creation of 94 jobs for young Nigerians, a mining royalty on the sale of uranium production exceeding 3,634,267,000 CFA francs, and a surface royalty of 114 million CFA francs during the project's lifespan. In accordance with the provisions of the Mining Law and Ordinance Number 2024-34 of August 6, 2024, concerning local content in the mining and hydrocarbon sectors, these two companies must give priority to local businesses in the supply of goods and services related to their operations. Furthermore, they are required to contribute notably to the funding of continuous training for the personnel of the ministry in charge of mines, to the financing of public infrastructure in their operational areas, to environmental protection, and to the adherence to sustainable management principles. These two draft decrees thus reinforce the will of the National Council for the safeguard of the homeland and the government to exercise our sovereignty, full and complete, over our natural resources for the benefit of our populations. Communication. The Council of Ministers heard two communications. A communication from the Minister of Agriculture and Livestock regarding the awarding of a public contract for intellectual services related to the development and implementation of a training plan for 1,000 women and youth on the processing and marketing of rice and its derivatives in the rice production basins. A communication from the Minister of National Education, Literacy, Vocational Training and Promotion of National Languages regarding the awarding of public contracts for the acquisition of reading tablets in Arabic and French for the benefit of students and teachers in bilingual schools, Franco-Arabic. The two communications are provided for informational purposes in accordance with the provisions of Decree Number 018-PM-ARCO, COP of January 18, 2023, setting the thresholds within the framework of public procurement as stipulated in its Article 13, Alinéa 1, that any public purchase, the amount of which is equal to or greater than 300 million CFA francs excluding value-added tax, must be subject to prior communication in the Council of Ministers by the Minister in charge of the relevant sector. With the agenda exhausted, the President of the National Council for the Safeguard of the Homeland, Head of State, adjourned the session.
Thank you so much, families, for listening. I mean, they are praying for the nation. It's very important. Even those of us who are far are praying. And so, since this is the fasting and prayers time, we should all join hands and pray for peace in the world, not only in the South, but in the world. Wherever you say it's not your business, it is our business. If there's no peace anywhere in this world, it affects us all, one way or the other. You will see prices of everything going high, even though where you are, there's no war, there's nothing, but they put the prices up just to go get the money to go and feed the war and all that. So we have to pray for peace for the world and for our people in the Sahara as they are praying as well. I like it when he said prices should be low for people to buy food. People cannot afford, should be able to afford things. You know, he has reduced the prices of rice for a lot of the countryside and the villages. Eternal displace people, they get free food to be able to fast as well. May God bless them, continue to protect them. The devil is a liar. As I said that, I'll come back with another arrest that has been made in that area. So I will see you soon, families. God bless you all. My VIPs, my kings and queens, my returning families, thank you so much Credit to RTN and Sahel Info. See you soon, family. Stay blessed and take care of yourself. Bye bye.